Deputy Speaker, sir, while supporting the Assam Frontier Administration of Justice Regulation Amendment Bill 2023, I would like to throw some lights. The grievances, especially the legal paternity of Arunachal Pradesh were facing, and which has been corrected today by way of amendment bills. In Assam Frontier Administration of Justice Regulation Act 1945, so many amendments has been brought today. Before that, I would like to throw some lights about the village council system of various communities in Arunachal Pradesh. There are various communities, major 25 tribes. They have their own village council systems, which I have randomly collected. If something wrong goes wrong, please pardon me. In the village council system of Apatane call village council system as a Buliang, Kamti as Muksung, Noktes as Nongwang or Ngoang. Tangsas have their three council systems, run by a Lonchung group, Rongtung by Muklum group, Rukwatin by Yogli group, Wansos as Ngajwa by the Ngianu village, Nisi called Nyel or Dupom, Tagin called as Dupam, Monpa, Mangma, then Sartukpen called is a Jang or Jamba, Aka called Meye or Daj. Adi, Kabang, Galo call it as Geba, Idu Mismi, Kabaya, Kamba as Sondi or Jay. And among these all village council system, by way of insignia, the red coat has been provided to the village authorities. However, among Noktes and Wanchos, they have traditional officials, and sometimes these Gaupuras are not called up. That way, the Arunachal Pradesh Civil Courts Act 2021 was introduced, wherein classes of courts has been included under Section 3. That in AFR, there was not classes of courts, it only speaks about the criminal, police, and civil administration of justice. Keeping in view, the Civil Courts Act was brought in 2021, wherein 5 courts were declared. That I will not take other, but in the last court, the customary courts was recognized as the last court in Arunachal Pradesh, Mrs. Smallest Court as a village council system. However, Section 5 of Assam Frontier Administration of Justice Regulation Act, Gaupuras are appointed, and PI political interpreters. In due course of time, PI political interpreters are not allowed to participate in judicial system, but as and when they required, still they are summoned. In the proposed draft amendment bills here, Section 1 has been amended as one of the learned friend has already pointed out. The AFR 1945 was amended way back in 1945 under Limitation Act, under Section 29 of Limitation Act. And it was amended, enacted for the state of Assam, where there was no Arunachal Pradesh nomenclature. Now, in that enactment, Balipara, Lakhimpur, and Sadia and Tirap frontier tracts only were made, which has been now substituted by a district or Arunachal Pradesh. And second, in the deputation, Amendment F has been added, and wherein The chronologically they have set up in the definition and include F. The F sections, F clause was not there. By way of this amendment, the F has been brought into, and in the F, village authority has been defined. Who are the village authority? So I would like to throw lights on the definitions given in the proposed amendment bills. Then two, they include sections. Village. Village authority means traditional village council or inter-village territorial council or apex council by whatever name called, including head Gabura, head Gaburi, Gabura, Gaburi, and traditional village head. In the AFR, only village authority were recognized. But here appeal provision has been given. If a person agreed by the decision of the village authority, it will go to a Bango level kava, like appellate forum. And district like a circle level kava. If somebody agreed, then straightway it will go to district court by way of appeal, which has been incorporated in the Civil Courts Act. That I will not go into, but today I will only discuss about the amendment made in this act, these bills. And in section 4 also, amendment has been sought in serial number 4. Here, earlier, whenever some cases were brought before assistant commissioner or deputy commissioner, they used to refer the matter to civil courts. But now, by way of amendment, whenever cases is brought before them, the cases will send back to the village authority. That has been rectified. And customary courts or apex customary courts. This is the nomenclature. This nomenclature may be given from tribes to tribes or from council courts to council courts. And in section 5 also, amendment has been also brought in. Here, subsection 1 to 1.2 only speaks about Gaburas, but in clause 3 has been inserted, giving the power of state government to frame a guidelines. Here I would like to throw lights to the August gatherings, August House, that in the bills, clause 3 has been added, the state government may frame guidelines for all or any matters as may be deemed expedient, including election, selection, appointment, power, function, and meeting of head Gaburas, Gaburi, and Gaburas. Here I would like to add some supplements. Instead of government for framing guidelines, let us include rules. Guidelines is only directory in nature. It is not a bounding. It cannot bind the laws. Therefore, I request through Deputy Speaker that this should be changed as a rules instead of guidelines. Because this is an act we can bring as a rules so that this can be implemented in the court of law. Otherwise, guideline cannot be implemented. It is a directory in nature. And that effort, last in explanation clause, earlier under section 5, Deputy Commissioner used to appoint Gaburas and Gaburis of their own without referring the matter to the government. Now, for appointment of Gabura, Deputy Commissioner has only a recommending power and matter is being sent to the government for approval. So in this clause, last explanation clause, we should write like this, appointment by, The head Gaburas and Buras shall be appointed by the Deputy Commissioner of the respective district on being approved by the state government. That sentence be added so that there may not be complications, controversies in days to come. And I would like to move into the section 24, where amendment, I will not touch all sections, but important clause I will touch. In serial number 9, substitution of section 4. In AFR, this is section 24 refers about the criminal cases. But here wrongly it has been inserted as a civil junior judge, the courts of civil session senior judge, the courts of additional district judge, courts so and so. So here also I would like to suggest, since it is the matter refers about the criminal case, this cannot be a district judge. Instead of that, it should be, instead of civil judge junior division, this should be a JMFC, judicial magistrate first class. Civil judge junior division should be referred as a CGM, court of additional district judge as additional session judge, and court of district judge as a session judge. So that in later part, complications may not arise. Because it has been wrongly, it may be a typographical mistake. I don't know, but it has been wrongly added. And as you know, under AFR, Assam Frontier Administration of Justice Regulation Act 1945, as in short it is called AFR. In AFR, the ex parte provision has not been kept since time immemorial, but since 1945. Now, due to that, whenever Gaubura sits a meeting, summon a meeting, and every party, if does not come, even the Gauburas cannot pass an ex parte decisions. Keeping in view, this time in section 4, the execution part has been added by inserting clause 4. If by this amendment, by this way of amendment, the execution part has been added, and if it is so, as per this clause, when the summon is called for 3 times, and if the other party does not turn up, then the village council system or village authority can pass an ex parte decisions. That way, that decision can be bind upon the 2 parties. And if party field agree, they can go for appeal. And section 15 of Civil Courts Act 2021 speaks about the customary courts. Here, provision has been kept that whoever agrees by the decision of the customary court means village authority or Gaburas, the person aggrieved can prepare appeal to the court of district judge. And section 45 speaks about the procedure. Here amendment, I am talking about the amendment part. Section 45 has also been amended, wherein the procedure of procedure after pronouncement. Here, execution part. As you know, this has been.
Honorable members, with the permission of the House, I extend the time up to 1:30 p.m.
In AFR, execution part has not been kept, but here execution part has been kept because earlier days, the Gaburas has no machineries to execute the decree passed in their or decision passed in their institutions. But by way of this, the execution part has been kept. But in this, I would like to request Honorable Deputy Speaker that instead of Deputy Commissioner, let us keep the session district court or session court as the executing court, because Deputy Commissioner has no time to execute all cases filed before them. This is also execution part is also is resembled to judicial system and is like a regular case. Therefore, even if we file a case before the deputy commissioner, they do not know the pros and cons of laws, and thereby the litigants are facing acute problem due to their ignorance or lack of knowledge. Therefore, my prayer and my request is that let us keep district judge as the executing court for the customary courts. Now, as my one of learned friends said that he has read out that Gaoburas should well versed with all laws like standard laws like IPC, CRPC. In my view, all Gaoburas need not have knowledge about the IPC, CRPC, Evidence Act, but they should well versed with customary courts, customary laws of every communities, so that they're while executing justice delivery should be meted out and fair judgment can be meted out. But they should know about the customary court, customary laws. And in my opinion, since we are going to have a Bango level or circle level kaba, circle appeal or can be, or any appeal should be filed before them, or president, district president, like that. As you know, in some districts, village council system or Gaobura system are not much effective. If we talk about the Tawang district, and if we talk Tirab and Sanglang, the Gaobura systems are not much more strong like that of West Adibels or Galobels or Tanibels. This, all in these districts, really justice delivery system through customary courts are very effective. Therefore, this is a very important part in a justice delivery system. So, with that, I would like to support the bill introduced by the concerned minister, and this is really a need of an hour, and we have been awaiting this amendment from long years, and if it is amended and approved today, really Gaobura's system and village council systems will be strengthened. With that, I support and appeal all friends to support these bills so that we can implement in the floor hours. Thank you.